In the early 2000s, Sam Hornish Jr. was one of the top open-wheel drivers in America. But in NASCAR, it was a tad bit complicated. Today, we'll look back at the NASCAR career of Sam Hornish Jr. and how one of the best IndyCar drivers from the early 2000s turned out to be a massive bust in NASCAR. This is NASCAR Bust Sam Hornish Jr. This video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Surfshark is an app/browser where you can basically place your computer or laptop anywhere in the world and it acts like you are actually in that country. This of course lets you access and unblock websites and content that you usually wouldn't be able to see. For example, if you want to stream HBO Max but you're not in the United States, simply switch over your virtual location and voila! You have 100% access. It also encrypts your online data to keep everything safe when you're searching the internet, from your photos to your passwords. Also, Surfshark is the only VPN that allows you to use one account for an unlimited number of devices. Secure your privacy with Surfshark by entering my code BFM for 4 extra months for free. Again, enter code BFM for 4 extra months by clicking the link down in the description below. There's no risk in trying Surfshark, and they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Once again, a huge thanks to the fine folks over at Surfshark VPN and you for supporting this channel. As a kid, Hornish grew up racing go-karts, beginning at the age of 11 and going on to win the World Karting Association Grand National Championship, then progressed to race in the US F2000 National Championship, showing some promise there. Then in 1999, he ended up racing in the United States Road Racing Championship in sports car racing, where he also competed in the Rolex 24 at Daytona. But the Indy Racing League is where he would really shine, beginning in 2000. His rookie season driving for PDM, or as the team owner dubbed the team, Poor Dumb Mechanics, was an up and down one, but he ended up scoring his first career podium that season. Once he made the move to Panther Racing, his IndyCar career really took off, as he won the Indy Racing League Championship in back-to-back seasons from 2001 to 2002, scoring a combined 8 wins and 20 podiums. By 2004, the Indy Racing League was beginning to get some of the top teams that had left during the whole 90s split. Team Penske was one of them, and beginning in 2004, Sam Hornish Jr. signed on to the team. And over the next 4 seasons, they would find a ton of on-track success. The best season was certainly 2006, where he not only won the IndyCar Championship, but most importantly, the Indy 500. In 116 IndyCar starts, he accumulated 19 wins, 47 podiums, and 10 poles, as well as winning the championship 3 times. But with nothing left to prove in open wheel, he followed a path that a lot of other open wheel drivers during the early 2000s did, trying to find similar success in stock car racing. Team Penske was also one of the top NASCAR teams, and Sam Hornish Jr. wanted to give the world of NASCAR a try beginning in 2006.
That one front to the wall, number 4, watch up, check up, watch him now, watch him.
Oh, he was watching him.
In that mess.
Hornish won back-to-back IndyCar Series championships and the 2006 Indy 500 winner in that 39 car. They work out on pit road. Marty, I'm Hornish Jr.
Right.
First caution of the night.
Got a lot of right rear damage.
Obvious contact with the wall.
These cars feel like they're on top of the racetrack all the time, that they're on ice compared to like an Indy car. And they just get away from you fast. I mean, especially when you're not expecting it.
See Sam's on the outside entering the corner here, and Stephen Wallace down on the bottom. Looks like Stephen could have possibly gotten his left front down on the apron, and that happens a lot as you're trying to go right around the bottom. And what will happen is it'll turn the car really quickly right there, and then you have to correct it, and he didn't have room to correct with Sam Hornish being right beside him. Yeah, his car got just really loose, and the only choice that Stephen had was to chase the car up the hill, and their 12 car was just there.
In that 2-year span, he not only failed to score a top 10, but only posted one finish inside the top 15. You'd think with stats like that, it would be a while before we ever saw him in the Cup Series, but the following season in 2008, he would move up full-time for Team Penske driving the 77, and would do so for the next 3 seasons.
The boys need to get out of those things, and I'm really worried. Here comes Casey Good.
Sam Hornish moving around in his car. Very quick work by the Auto Club Speedway rescue official.
Comes down right.
Just clipped Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Got turned him around. But now this is when it really is bizarre. Watch this.
Hornish already had damage, and the hood was up so high he couldn't see out of the windshield, I don't think.
Franchitti in the wall, and there's Sam Hornish, who has really had just about the entire Pocono experience this weekend.
But you know, I tell you what, a lot of what Sam has gotten caught up with here in the race has not been of his making. He's just been in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's kind of in progress. See if we got another look at it. Nope. Kind of hard to tell. Those guys know. Under caution at Pocono.
That Michael McDowell gets into the back of Gilliland and get into the corner here. Oh my goodness. Just a hard one.
Right across in front of Labonte, who backs that car into the guardrail. There comes the 77 of Hornish. He was involved. See, Ryan Newman just stopped in the 12 car.
Safe to say, his rookie season didn't have a whole lot of highlights. With the best finish of 13th coming in the Coca-Cola 600, he ended the season with 0 wins, 0 top 5s and top 10s, an average finish of 29.6, and finished 35th in points. He even DNQ'd for a couple of races, but the sole highlight from that season was definitely in the All-Star Showdown. This race is now infamous for the setup the 77 had that made it look like it was either drifting or crab walking on the straightaway. In the end, the setup helped them finish second in the race and showed off some of Sam Hornish's potential in stock car racing. Entering 2009, there obviously wasn't going to be a whole lot of expectations put on him, but as it turns out, it would end up being his best season in the Cup Series.
After dominating IndyCar 2 years ago, Sam Hornish Jr. looked for a new challenge in NASCAR, and he got it. Hornish had a rough rookie year, but he's bounced back this season. Defiance's pride and joy already has 3 top 10 finishes. That's 3 more than he had all of last year.
He ended the season with 2 top 5s and 7 top 10s, with an average finish of 25th place, and ended up finishing 28th in points. While he doesn't have a NASCAR points victory, he does have an unofficial victory to his name by winning the 2009 All-Star Showdown. But in a few points races, he did put together some solid performances, scoring his first career top 5 at Pocono and then his second top 5 at Michigan. But whenever he wasn't finishing inside the top 5 or top 10, he was still inconsistent, and all of the progress that was made in 2009 was completely lost in 2010.
Here's Sam Hornish racing with Casey Kane as they come out of the corner. Oh, looks like Casey got loose and tried to correct it. Got into Sam, and goodness gracious, what
just as we saw the other day. Wow, huge lick by Jeff Gordon. It's good to see him get out of his car.
And Sam Hornish. Both of those cars hit extremely hard on that second impact.
Gordon head on into the Armco barrier.
We saw this happen with Jason Leffler's car the other day, get thrown back, and Jeff Gordon wide open, nowhere to go.
It's good to see those guys get out of the car.
See a lot of damage there to the left front.
That'll be a weekend that Sam Hornish is going to want to forget. He lost their primary car in the practice session, the only practice session we had on Friday because of rain, and now He has had 2 different incidents here to bring out the caution flag. He had help on the previous one with David Stremme and Martin Truex, and now, top of your screen, you see him sideways and sort of the cue ball spinning around into the outside wall.
Man, this place can be brutal when you're having a day like Sam.
Here's what happens to Sam Hornish in the 77 in the back straightaway. He and Joey Logano got together.
Boy, that was a hard lick on the inside wall there.
Sam's put the window net down. He is okay.
That is a hard lick on the end of that wall right there. Boy, almost car jumped up in the air. Heavy impact.
After one top 10 and a 29th place points finish, Sam Hornish Jr. stopped racing full-time for Team Penske in the Cup Series after 2010. But his NASCAR career was far from over. He actually moved down to the Nationwide Series with Team Penske and ended up scoring his first official NASCAR win at Phoenix in 2011. He ended up racing full-time in the series from 2012 to 2013, posting back-to-back top 5 points finishes. That also includes a runner-up finish in 2013. Even though he wasn't full-time anymore, he continued to run in the Cup Series for Team Penske, either as a substitute driver or in one of their part-time rides. In 2015, he returned to the Cup Series full-time, driving for Richard Petty Motorsports, posting 3 top 10 finishes and finished 26th in points. While he had his moments, for the most part, he was still uncompetitive compared to his nationwide performances. And after 2015, Sam Hornish Jr. never ran in the Cup Series again, instead choosing to run every now and then in the Xfinity Series, winning for not only Team Penske, but also Joe Gibbs Racing. In conclusion, Sam Hornish Jr. will mostly be remembered for his Indy 500 victory, as well as being one of the best IndyCar drivers from the early 2000s. And while he turned out to be extremely competitive in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, he's another open-wheel driver who couldn't quite break into the NASCAR Cup Series. Even though he had his moments at times, Sam Hornish Jr. is a NASCAR bust in the Cup Series. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.